chapter 12. And today we get to see some renovation happen on the house of the Lord. But before we get into that, I want to remind you today, let's remember to be in prayer for Betty Sneed. And tomorrow on Saturday, we want to be in prayer for C.R. and Vicky Sorrells. So, renovation happening on the house of the Lord. The king who was saved as a child in the last chapter, well, he's all grown now. He's king. He's in charge. He's going to have a nice long reign. And we see right off the bat, he has a heart to, like his fathers, bless the Lord. He wants to do what's right. And he comes up with this idea that he wants to see the house of the Lord renovated, rebuilt, have the parts that are crumbling off of it put back together again. He wants to see it fixed up. Obviously, he wants to do this for the Lord. So he comes up with this idea. He speaks with the priests, and he wants all of the offerings that are coming in, the tithes and the sacrificial offerings that people are going to bring in, to go towards this renovation. So the priests agree to do that. The problem is that we see, it seems like about 15 years pass by, and Joash, or Jehoash, he goes by both names apparently, he kind of sees that nothing much is happening from all this money that's coming in. The project is still going on, and he wants to know, guys, why is this taking so long? Why hasn't the house of the Lord been repaired yet? I don't know what quite is going on here. I don't know if the money is being mishandled in some way. It's not going towards the renovation like the king had ordered. Whatever it is, he knows. I mean, he seems to have a second plan. He ends up taking the money that is brought in, and they put it in this big chest, and it kind of seems to bypass the priest. Doesn't go through the normal channel. Anyways, he gives it directly to the people who are doing the work, to pay them, and in this way to see this job get finished. The thing that stood out to me about this chapter is not just a story about a renovation going on, but about the fact that this king, he had a good thing, a good desire in his heart. He had a job that he felt called to do for the Lord, and he wanted to do it, but there seemed to be a good way to go about it and a better way to go about it. And I think that that's true for any of us. We can feel called to do something for the Lord. We can have the right motivation in our heart. We want to serve Him. But we also have to have spiritual wisdom. We have to have discernment that He gives us. It's not always that we just run into it, head first, just going. We have to sometimes plan, and there is a way for us to strive for excellence in serving the Lord in everything we do, and being thoughtful and considering what is the best way. I think that's what we see here in this chapter. The king stepping back for a moment and saying, what is a better way for me to do this for God? A better way and a more excellent way. And I would just pray that we consider that today too. Just because we have the right idea, just because we have the right driving motivation, doesn't mean that we're doing it the right way. Let's seek to do everything excellently, to not just be full of love, but to be full of knowledge and of spiritual wisdom. And pray that God will give us wisdom, because we know that He will answer that prayer. So I pray that this passage was a blessing for you guys today. A simple thought, a simple passage, but, something good for us to meditate on. God bless you guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope to